to the boat. But first, breakfast. Hey, another week away, another week of work, and we're back at the boat. Right before I left last week, I was opening up all the lockers so that the boat can stay aired out. It's been raining every week. I know that it seeps in here, and so I wanted to make sure that there was as much circulation and airflow going through as possible. One cool thing I found was right before I left, I was opening up this big, large hanging locker that I showed on a previous episode, and yeah, I thought it was just filled with an old boat cover. I know that one of the previous owners had a huge full boat cover made out of this material. So I hadn't even taken it out. I thought it'd be mildew, rotted, cut up, nothing. But because I was opening it up for the just to air it out, I looked down here and I found that I have another sail in here. So I'm gonna get that out today. I don't know anything about sailing, truth be told, and I'm just learning everything. So I don't even know what kind of sail it would be. I wouldn't know. Yeah, I would. I'd be able to figure it out if I pulled it out. Anyway, I've got several sails now, and most of them, as far as I know, have never been used. So I'm really excited about that. It's a nice, especially after you find everything else is leaking and water damaged. It's really nice to find a few good surprises when you're taking apart this old boat. So this is all sails. I forget where I got which ones from where in the boat. We got, I think, 5 sails, several brand new. This one's the one I just pulled out, and I figured it's actually the mizzen sail back here. Truth be told, I'm thinking I'm probably going to take that mast down, or at least not fly the sails back there. So then, I'm wondering if I could get this turned into some kind of storm sail. This is something that has been getting to me. If you'll notice, you've got all of this water. And the boat just, I think it's honestly just condensation. But that condensation is not helping anything when it's such a wet boat anyway. Kind of a bummer, but since it's on the top, I don't think that I could do any amount of insulation here that would do any good. Kind of a bummer. I don't know. If you deal with the same thing, let me know. And that reminds me, I just wanted to say thank you to all the people that are commenting on the videos and giving me their experiences, because honestly, I don't know anybody else that sails, or I know a couple people, but I don't talk to them. very often. So the experiences that you've had with boats and refitting boats and parts and just anything in general, I really, really appreciate that. So I found that that's an awesome thing for YouTube to bring people together that are geographically far apart but on the same page when it comes to these interests. So thanks a lot, everybody. I really appreciate it. All right, now I've got her all opened up. Let's let her air out, maybe dry off a little bit. So last week I didn't make a video because I felt like a 15-minute video was a little bit long, and there's not that much to show for what I'm doing right now. Once I get her taken out, I think that's when I'll start the big projects. What I have decided though is that I'm going to get a composting toilet. And that means this Jabsco head is coming out. So I thought I might tackle that this weekend. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. I don't know why I assumed it was Jabsco. I think just it's the prevailing brand I know of. This is an Imperial Type 51. Not that it matters. It's coming out. Alright, spoiler warning. Look away if you don't like gross things. It's not that bad, right? So let's get this out. I'll be happy when it's gone. Yeah. 1 minute. Yep. Yep. Hello. No, I'm lying. I didn't. I finished taking the head out last night. But I did just find something interesting, so I thought I'd show everything to you now. I took the head out yesterday, and it really wasn't that bad. It was 4 bolts. I cut a couple hoses, and it's all gone. It was pretty old, pretty corroded, pretty gross. Not that bad. That's the space where it was left. I found this, which is a tiny, teeny little toothbrush. I don't think so. Yeah, so I'm glad to have this out now. Like I said before, I want to get a composting toilet, and so I don't know that it would actually go there. I'm thinking about some other spots to put it, since it's not necessarily, it doesn't need to have all the connections that are here. And of course I've got a couple through holes down here, and I think I'll be able to get rid of those, so I'd be pretty happy about that. All in all, it wasn't too bad. And then after I did that, I had my sister and brother-in-law and cousin over, and so I thought I better make some stairs. So I made some stairs using the original companionway stairs, and then just mocking up something. This would just be the temporary stairs until eventually, long time from now, I rebuilt the galley. But it was kind of cool to put the boat back together a little bit. I used some of the original hardware, just pulled it off from down here, and I couldn't find another one of these latch receptacles, so I just bought one. It was kind of cool. Other than that, I didn't get much done this weekend. I did pull off these companionway cover rails. Alright, one of my projects here is just taking out these bolts for a companionway cover that I don't think I'm going to reinstall. It was just drilled through the cabin like everything else. I'm guessing it's going to tear up some fiberglass when I tear off whatever sealant that is. That's much like what I did last week, where I took off these cleats or whatever these were, and then I just put some beads down, and this bead's super big because it actually tore up some of the fiberglass skin when I took this off. So whatever they used was pretty strong. These I think should come out fairly easy. Then I'll clean it out a little bit more and then put epoxy through as a permanent repair, but for now, before I sand down the deck, I'm just doing this to keep it watertight. This is just silicone. At this point, I have really cleaned up everything I want to clean up. Haul out is in about 19 days. So I'm pretty excited for that. And then there's really not much more I'll do until I can get that hauled out, and then we'll get on to the big projects. So thanks for checking everything out, and I'll see you next time. That's a wrap for this weekend.